What's up, everybody? Doing deadlifts and accessories. All right. Hey, babe. You destroyed your hamstring and glutes. What's his name? Mr. Mayhem. Come up to Vancouver. Why would I do that? Yeah, right. Go to Vancouver. Well, I don't know. It's pretty up there. Oh, wait, is Mr. Mayhem, is that retard? Let me see here. Go to channel. Oh, what's up, dummy? Aren't you, how old are you, like 50? So you got this 50-year-old guy that thinks that, like, other grown men are gonna, like, travel to fight. Like, you know what I mean? It's so stupid. I'll fight you. Come and visit me. Okay, dummy. Like, moron. Like, that's not how grown men solve their problems. Yeah. I'll fight you. Like, my son is 13 and he doesn't act like that. You know what I mean? But the difference is he can fight. Like, he actually trains. So that's why he doesn't act like that. You can't. So you still have that low self-esteem, untested man thing going on where, you know, you puff up and yell and scream and act real tough. Everyone's scared of me. And deep down inside, you're afraid. I'm so scared. Like, competent men don't act like that. You're kind of calling yourself out. You know what I mean? Like, when you act like that, we see it for what it is. So, like, you know, strong, assertive men don't act like 2-year-olds. You should know better. I think you need to seek some help, brother. You know, like, I have some good therapists. If you want to hit me up on Instagram later, we could talk. I'll give you a hug. You know what I mean? If nobody told you they love you, I love you, buddy. Come to Vancouver. You're like Halo 3. Remember the Halo 3 lobby? Like, you teabag, it gets like no scope a guy with the sniper rifle, and then he'd be like, teabag you, and then you hit some kid saying, I'll fucking find you, I'll come to your house and kill you and your family. Like, okay, there, guy. Mr. Mayhem, God, I love you. You're a force of nature, dude. I'm glad you're here. You entertain all of us. Big hairy weirdo you are. uh yeah, I drew that picture of you on my bag like what, 2 years ago? Does that still bother you? Oh man. Oh god damn it, I love this guy. He's good. This is good stuff. No, we're the adults are training to compete. I'm competing in a competition, so I'm not too concerned about weirdos on the internet who stalk me. I mean, I'm glad you're here. You are entertainment. What's up, Rob Noxus? What is it? Fit flamer mode. Yeah, I'll leave my friend along. He cool. Stay hard, brother. You could never match a day of my workout. Bro, you can't even lift as much as me. Have you? I've never seen you deadlift or squat. How much can you deadlift? Can you even hit 405? Like you don't power lift. I don't understand like what you're talking about. Like if I wanted to train like a bro in the gym, I would. You do like one lift sort of okay-ish, and then you scream at people and demand that they recognize you. And then when they don't, you go on their page and spam them. It's weird, bro. How old are you? You sure you're 50 years old? I'm kind of wondering, like, are you challenged? Are you on medication or something? You know, like, it's just weird. If any of my kids, if any of my kids acted like you, I would, like, want to know. I'd want to go get a counselor or something. But we would expect that from a 13-year-old, not a 50-year-old man, okay? But like I said, I'm here for you. You imagine, I'm giving you a big hug right now, buddy. Nobody's told you they love you. I love you. Which cleft is bigger, left or right? Couldn't tell you. He's definitely special, Christina. No, hey, dude, I whatever you're training for, bro, I really don't care. Like, I'm not interested in what you're doing. You're coming on here and you're screaming at me and challenging me or whatever, but I'm not interested in you, okay? I don't know how to explain that any simpler. You're not part of my calculus. Like, I don't train, like, I'm not training for competition thinking, I wonder what that hairy weirdo is going to think. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, you just, okay? If you were in Vancouver, you don't want to come to Vancouver, yo. We roll deep. I'm representing the V, yo. You know, when I think of hard men, I think of Vancouver. Yeah. You know, yeah. Oh, Lord have mercy. He's never competed. He doesn't have a ranking. Yeah, that's what you should do, dude. If you're so strong, go compete. Get on the records. You know what I mean? Then it's kind of settled. You know, you can't really argue with the numbers when they're on records. I mean, you can say what you want, but they'll be on there, so people can't really say anything. Listen to him. I can hit so much harder. Yeah. Okay, dude. Guys, this is a 50-year-old man, Mr. Mayhem. Check this dude out. He's fucking awesome. This guy is like unhinged Looney Tunes. Like, he goes around just like screaming at other small channels and content creators. And like when they don't show him whatever respect he's looking for, he just like, it's fucking weird, dude. He's a weird guy. But we love him. We love him. We want him around. He's like the little sprinkles in the frosting. The flavor, salt of the earth. That's what you are, brother. Salt. You're flavoring. Come to Vegas. Come to Vegas, yo. That's how we solve our problems. like fucking 2-year-old gangster wannabes representing the V. You don't want to come to Vancouver, yo. We got elk. We got moose. We got Rocky and Balboa. Or it was it right? Yeah, Rocky and Balboa. Uh, we're gonna we're gonna steal picnic baskets, and the park ranger's not gonna catch us. I'm the strongest natural bear there is. Damn. You can't overhead 225. I'm not trying to. Like, okay, what part of that do you not understand? Okay, everybody. This fucking weirdo that's in my chat right now, he can overhead press probably more than me. I admit that. I don't really overhead press that much. I blew my shoulder out a year or two ago. I don't really train it that hard. But he doesn't do any other lift. He doesn't squat, he doesn't bench, he doesn't deadlift. He does kind of a bench, but he sticks his ass in the air so it wouldn't count. He's not strong on any other metric. And he goes around screaming how strong he is. And he doesn't compete at powerlifting. You don't compete at powerlifting. So I don't know how to say it any simpler than that. You don't do any lifts. But even if you did, I don't care. Della, I'm streaming. Go away. Go around to the front door. See, that's like Mr. Mayhem banging on my garage door. I'm stronger than you. Don't. Okay. It's okay, buddy. Come on. You sit down. It's okay. Show me on the doll where he touched you. Okay? We're not laughing with you. We're laughing at you, brother. How's everybody else doing? Oh, Lord have mercy. Fucking let's see you deadlift 405 with a long eccentric. I don't even know what that means, bro. Okay. I'm going to put you on a timeout. You're kind of getting annoying. We'll say 10 minutes. That way I can actually talk to other people. Like, you know what? Here's the thing. I keep trying to explain to this guy, like, it doesn't matter. I don't care if he's stronger than me. It's just, like, stupid. Like, I don't care. I don't care about him or anything he's doing. What's up, buddy? What's up?
What up?
Yeah, I know one tough guy from Vancouver. Dude, he's so weird. He's a fucking weird guy. I don't know if he is off his meds or something. He's just bizarre. Like, something about me really bothers him, and he hate watches my channel. I don't watch any of his stuff. I don't talk to him. I don't bring him up. I don't mention him. He just pops on and just starts screaming at people. It's weird.
Aiden, what does that mean?
I don't really know.
Mom wants you out of the garage.
Oh, X and A. Oh, did you have chores to do?
I don't know.
You really gotta pump them arms to Jersey. Like, you can't long eccentric 405? I don't even know what that means. Like, what the fuck is he babbling about? I do 3 lifts. Squat, bench, deadlift. It's that simple. Like, you always get, so that's the other thing, is you get these weirdo naturals, right? And they can't do any normal lifts. So they have to pick, like, weird stuff nobody does. Like, what the fuck is a long eccentric whatever? Or is he going to say, like, hey, I bet you can't tibialis curl as much as me. Or I'm stronger with the forearm grippies. You know, like, I can pat my head and rub my belly. Bet you can't do that. I can do it with 5-pound weights on my hands. I'm the strongest head patter belly rubber in the world. And I'm all natural, bitch. No, dude, I get some weird haters, man. I got a couple weird ones, and I can't block them. I can't bring myself to block them because it goes against my principles of free speech, but sometimes I gotta put them on timeout for their own good. Like, I'm worried the guy's gonna have an aneurysm. I imagine this guy's like, he's typing in all caps and he's just unhinged. I could just imagine him, like, his face is all red and he's like, ooh, I'll get you. Come to Vancouver. Get the fuck out of here. I wonder if we could even go to Vancouver right now. Could we do that? Is that possible? You can't do quarter shrugs as heavy as me. You're right. I can calf press more than you. Okay. I don't know if the stream's only negative if I can't come up with like kind of witty comebacks. You know what I mean? Like, okay, a simple test of strength. Who can deadlift more? It's a simple lift. You pick the fucking weight up, you put it down. I don't need to like do an extended range of motion, whatever the fuck he's talking about. If you can do that lift, why can't you just do a regular deadlift? Because he's weak. He can't do it. And he wants to challenge me to a live lift. I'm not interested. I don't know how to explain it to him. I'm not interested in that. I don't care about him. That's taking time away from me. 315. Can you pick this up or not? It's simple. Let's go for speed. Who can do it faster? I bet I can do it faster than you. Long eccentric? Hey, somebody in the chat, explain to me what a long eccentric deadlift is. I'm going to challenge him to tibialis curls. Don't rest, dude. Why? What happens if I rest? It's like, I don't know, man. It's like these guys challenge me to strength, but they don't perform the three simplest lifts on the planet. They won't bench, they won't squat, they won't deadlift, but they'll challenge me to like whatever the hell that was. No, he said, well, let me see if I can find it. He said, I bet you can't do 405 long eccentric deadlift or whatever that is. And seeing as that I can deadlift like 300 pounds more than him, I'm sure I could. Oh, his comebacks are really witty. They're like, wrong. Nuh-uh. I know you are, but what am I? He's 50 years old. 5'0". Oh, Lord of mercy. I did draw a picture of him on my heavy bag like 2 or 3 years ago. You could never match a day of my workout. I honestly think his workout's like in the bedroom with like sex toys. I think that's what he's talking about. He says, I'm natural. I use Perk Plus. It's it's shampoo, soap, and conditioner. Oh, Lord of mercy. I can't find the comment, but he said something about long eccentric. Uh, if you were in Vancouver, good luck. Do you hear yourself, dude? Good Lord. All the cops here know what kind of threat I am. That's a comedy left. Oh, man, what a tryhard. Oh, I can't find it. I can't find what he challenged me to. You can't overhead press 225 on your clavicle natural like me. Okay. He said I'm natural again. He said that 3 times. I do all the lifts better. He doesn't do any of the lifts. I'm best. Here you go. Let's see you deadlift 405 with a long eccentric. What? Dude, I could lift 405 for 20 reps. That's not even warm-up weight. What are you talking about? So long eccentric just means a slow decline, right? Is that what he's talking about? I could bet I could beat you at thumb wrestling. So he said 405 with a long eccentric. I almost want to take him out of timeout so I could see where is he at. I'll get him back in here. Like, is he kidding me? He's got to be trolling. You sound like dead Bubba, Paul Harvest. Okay. Not sure what to do with that. 300 pounds in kilograms. AI overview. An eccentric deadlift is a deadlift exercise that involves slowly lowering the barbell from a raised position back to the ground. That's his challenge? Drum roll, guys. I'm going to set an all-time eccentric deadlift PR at 405 pounds. Can he do it? I don't know if I can even pick this up. Oh, wait. Yeah, I guess I could. Oh, no. What am I going to do? Oh, my God, it's so hard. It's so difficult. Whoa, wait. Wait, what were we doing again? Is that what he's talking about? God. Okay. I'm retired from the Navy and I'm saying I can kick your ass. Paul, do you need a hug? Did your daddy not love you? Come here, buddy. If nobody's told you they love you today, I love you. Show me on the doll where they touched you. Did something happen in the Navy? Did you get Are you 100% disabled for things happening to you? Retired from the Navy? I'm saying I could kick your ass, okay? Lord have mercy. Okay, buddy. Hey, Mayhem, did you see me do the 405 with the long eccentric? Really? That's your challenge? You know I could hit that for like 20 reps, right? Like, that's not even warm-up weight. Yeah, Mr. Mayhem, here's my challenge to you. If you're so strong, why can't you just do one of the 3 normal lifts like everybody else, deadlift, bench, squat, and just pick it up and see who could do the most? If you really want to like spout off and instead of your tibialis curls or your thumb wrestling or come to Vancouver, like that's ever going to happen, just pick up some weight, put some weight on the barbell and pick it up. I mean, I already know. Like, I don't even think you could do 315. I will say this though, you have beautiful hair. You're looking really good there, buddy. You do bench. Well, no, a bench. In order for a bench to count, you got to keep your ass on it. I'm sorry, that's the decline bench. When you're doing glute raises, that's a decline bench. That's not a real bench press. Neat. I love watching these. Are hilarious. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Pick it up, Mayhem. Yeah, I'm so strong. I'm the strongest natural. I use Pert Plus. It's shampoo, conditioner, and body soap all in one. Oh, Lord have mercy, Mr. Mayhem. I gotta be honest with you. You don't even remotely scare me. Like any guy that would literally type in the comments section, the cops all know me and they're afraid of me too, yo. The Vancouver police? Do they ride moose? You ever get pulled over by a moose? The cool thing about the internet is like the harder you try to come off, the dumber you sound. So I just let people do it to themselves. You know what I mean? Like the guy online that's trying to threaten people through the keyboard. They're afraid of me, real natural, beautiful man like me. You kind of look like David Lee Roth needs Ozempic. No, here's the thing. Emperor Baphomet, if he was trolling, he would be like an Andy Kaufman level troll, genius level. But I actually think he's being serious. I really do. I'm the toughest guy online, bro. Yeah, I like that. I love you, Stan. How do you get rid of toe cramps? Because lately I've been getting toe cramps. When do you get them? When you get when are you getting the cramps? Because when you get them can say a lot of. It could be symptomatic of. It could be something simple, but it could also be something like your kidneys are having problems. Dan Ski, you were in the Army. Nice. Thank you for your service. LOL, all these keyboard warriors. Oh, I know, dude. I don't. It's funny because I don't interact with them at all. Like I don't ever comment on any of their shit. I don't watch their stuff. And it's like the more I ignore them, the more they try to go out of their way to get my attention. And it's like I don't know how to explain it to them. I don't care. And I don't mean it maliciously, like I don't care. I mean like I don't care. Like I just don't care. What do you want for dinner tonight? I don't care, honey. Pick something. You know what I mean? I just don't give a shit. He probably is. I'll concede it and say you're stronger, you're beautiful, you're whatever. You smell better. You make way more money. You've got a harem of bitches up there in Vancouver. Everything about you is better than me. Are you satisfied? Will you go away now? Are we cool? All right, let's get back to what we're doing, people. You even got straighter teeth. God damn it, you're a blessed man. Types with hot Cheeto fingertips. You're cool, Paul. I figured you were messing around. I figured you were messing around because most grown men don't act like this. Is he still going on? You can't even good morning 240? What are you fucking talking about? Dude, I could squat almost 700 pounds, you moron. I'm not gonna. Why would I take you off my bag? That's like artwork. I'm keeping that forever, dude. Plus, that would be more work than it's worth. I'd have to get like probably like goo gone and scrub it off. I'm not going through all that. I'll tell you what. If anything, that's an endorsement for the markers I used. those paint markers I bought, I got them at Michael's. They are fucking awesome. You want to paint vinyl or cloth and you want it to be permanent, get those. They really, the paint is awesome. It's literally been on my bag for a year. Here, I'll show you what he's talking about. So a year ago, as a joke, because this moron was doing this shit a year ago. Or no, it was 2 years ago, right? I drew a picture of him on my heavy bag just to see if he'd get unhinged, and he did. And the paint's still on there. Like it's just on there. Like that's some quality paint right there. Oh God, dude, it's been 2 years. Wolverine, it's been 2 years. I've been ignoring you for 2 years. Oh man, that is like, you need to seek some therapy, brother. That's some stalker level shit. Yeah. Do plyometrics, Buster. Why? What'll that get me? Rare breed. I really think he's getting to you, and he is loving it. Who, me? No, I don't care. I like it. I'm getting a laugh out of it. I imagine right now with us just laughing and joking about it, he's probably like losing his shit. Like he's still typing. You can't even curl 150 against the wall strict, but why would I want to? You know what I mean? Like, why would I even try to train that? Like, what does that do for me? No, I set some pretty simple strength standards that are recognized by pretty much everyone across the country. You do one of the simple lifts that everybody does. They're in competition. You could enter a competition and get judges to judge them. And that way nobody can argue with your lifts. They could tell you the weight is fake. They could say whatever they want, but if you do it in competition, it's good and there's no argument against it. So like, I mean, I could go ahead and say like, I don't believe any of your lifts are real because I haven't seen the weights. You know, they could be fake. I don't know. You seem like the type of guy that would use fake weights. There are probably other clinics, but Transcend was endorsed by TJ Dillashaw and David Cerrone at the UFC, plus Mountain from Game of Thrones. Mayhem, you're famous. Your boyfriend would be so proud. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing he's doing is he's trying to hump my leg because I get more views than him. Let's see. The Antid Calacadoni. Thank you, brother. What's up, Zyro? Yeah, I always say, you know what? My plates might be fake, but the records are real. So, beep. Next. If they're fake, they're working for me. Yeah, dude, I've got everything I could possibly want. I am a very blessed individual. Now, and the other thing is, you know, so people have told me, like, why don't you show the weights, right? Why don't you show the internet? Like, because I don't care. I'm not training for the internet. I'm training to compete in powerlifting, which I'm going to be doing on the 15th. And you guys will actually see me lift on the platform. And it'll go down. I'm going to go break the national records this year. And there's like, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? People can say whatever they want about me and my training, about my methodology, about range of motion, about whatever. Because on game day, when I have 3 attempts to do 3 lifts, and it goes in the records forever, you can't argue with that. You know what I mean? So like if like this guy says my weights are fake, right? I could just say go online, look my name up, go to Open Powerlifting, type in my name, and it'll show you all the lifts I've ever done in competition. It'll show you my biggest total I've ever gotten. It'll show you my biggest bench, my biggest squat, my biggest deadlift. It shows you what years they happened. It shows you what place I got in the competition. It'll show you my rankings. Last year I was ranked #1 in the world for 50 years old, 220 raw. And that was all federations. And these guys, they can't handle that because they've never competed. Their names are not in the records. They have no rankings. They've never done anything except for lift in the gym and scream at people. There you go. There's literally nothing you could say. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I have the records, you don't. Can't do 405 of a long eccentric. Okay, dude. But I do appreciate, one thing I do appreciate is you helping me with engagement. Your hatred brings me power. Can you say Vutu Turu like a GTR? What's a GTR? Sometimes a quarter pound with cheese. So who's this guy? Backstory, please. I'm a loser in my garage. Are you talking about me or the guy I'm talking about online? Mr. Mayhem was arrested for meeting with minors. I believe that. He tried to escape on a moose, but the police were able to catch him. It was oh damn it, I forgot the name of the deputy. What was the deputy? Rocky and Bullwinkle and the Canadian Mountie. I can't remember. Damn it. Somebody help me out. What was the deputy's name? You natty dude? Mi Burlo de la Rosita? Look at my pinned comment. I'm a rock star, you hooser, eh? I got a moose that's it's got bling. I bedazzled my moose, yo. You wouldn't have a chance against me. Like, dude, he's still going on. Holy crap. Lord have mercy. No, well, I mean, bro, you actually were dumb enough to put a video of you hitting a heavy bag online, and you're awful. Like, I'm admittedly bad. I tell people straight up, look at my videos. I'm literally titled my videos the world's worst kickboxer. Like, I have no pretensions about my skill level. But you look like you've never even ever had a lesson. I don't think you don't even look like you've ever been in a fist fight. Like, it's bad, dude. I don't think you realize that. And those ballet kicks you were doing, it was so funny, dude. So this guy, like, he sees other guys training, so he makes videos and he thinks that they watch them. Somebody sent me a link to one of them. Otherwise, I wouldn't have seen it. And I guess you saw one of my videos where I was kicking the bag. So you were like trying to show off how high you could kick, but all you were doing was like nobody kicks like that. That was like a ballet kick. And then you were hitting the bag like a rock'em sock'em robot. You looked like you didn't even know how to like use your body. Like, it was awful, dude. Like, I was hard to watch, I'll be honest with you. But I bet in your head you felt like you were really showing us all, huh? Like, that's okay. Yeah. I can't even keep a straight face with this guy. Come to Vancouver, eh? You know what we could do? Here's what we'll do, Mayhem. We'll joust. You get your moose, I'll get mine, and we'll get like a jousting poles, and may the best man win. We'll do moose jousting. What was that? You said 405 of the long eccentric? Here, this is what, 475? Are you talking about like just like holding it for a long time when you go down? Like, is this supposed to be hard or something? What did you mean by that? Like, maybe you could explain it to me. Because he made it sound like, you can't do 405 with a long eccentric. No, Jack's Tibby Zero. This is the thing. This guy's been doing this for like 3 years. And I used to think he was trolling, but I really, really think he's serious. Because, like, check his channel out. It's pretty funny. He does these unhinged rants. And they're unhinged. Like, he just starts screaming about steroid users. And I guess he thinks we watch him or something. Or, like, any choices we make have him in mind in any way. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not thinking, like, when I'm getting ready for competition, wow, I wonder what that Canadian idiot's going to say. You know, like, I'm not... Why would I share a live with him? I don't know how to tell you guys. I don't care. Like, that's a waste of my time. The problem was with his issue, not mine. I don't care. Like, even if he was stronger than me, I would be happy to concede that. But I don't know. He's a weirdo. What's up, the body beatdown? We're gonna do moose jousting. That's what we're gonna do. You don't need to do any of that long eccentric stuff. Well, Killian, I was trying to prove a point. Somebody was suggesting that 405 of the long eccentric was a challenge that I would be unable to do. And I was saying I could probably do 405 pounds for 20 reps. So that's not that much weight. I think that's 475. I've been doing this a while, buddy. I thank you for your advice. I appreciate it. You're not on my level. Yeah, I know. I have a job and a family. You should try to clean the weight. I was going to repaint them, but I was going to wait till it was summertime, though, because of the cold, the paint doesn't dry very easily. No, I appreciate it, Killian. I'm just messing around. I actually appreciate the advice. Any advice anybody gives, I take it all into consideration. You guys have helped me out immensely over the last years. So anytime you guys try to shoot something at me, I always take it under advisement. Is he still going on? Look at this. He's just commented again. Oh, now he's challenging Killian to come to Vancouver. Who's going to go to Vancouver? Dude, you're 50 years old. Grown-ups don't act like that. Nobody's going somewhere to meet up with you to see who the better man is. They're going to get mugged by a moose. Come to Vancouver, eh? I'll give you the wood fur, eh? I have a lot of Canadian friends, and they're very disappointed in the way you're representing. I'm up in Winnipeg. I'll meet up with you. We can drink some Alexander Keith. See, that's what grown men do, Stan. Hell yeah, now you're talking. What's the channel called? Mine or his? Mr. Sigmalan. You are not as tall as me. What is your point? Are we going to ride on a roller coaster, or what are we doing here? If anything, that actually kind of hurts your argument, Mayhem, because you are a bigger dude, so you should be able to lift more weight inherently. I did 100 pull-ups with each arm today with an extra 135 pounds. Nice. Wait a minute. So you did 100 one-armed pull-ups? Is that what I'm hearing? Good Bear. Getting advice on getting gains on the deadlift. You mean getting your deadlift numbers up? Yeah, I would implement like stiff leg deadlifts and do those for progression. That really helped me out. I also started doing like dead rows, and I lowered my deadlift frequency, but I raised my squat frequency, and I started doing deadlifts as a squat accessory. No, I'm 5'9". I'm almost 5'10", actually. I'm a hair under 5'10". No, my wife's a little bit taller than me. Hey babe, are you 5'10" or are you 5'9", sweetheart? My wife and I are the same height, which is really cool because I don't have to move the car seats. You think that's not a big deal, but it is. If you're married to a midget and you're ever in a hurry, you know what I'm talking about. 9-inch men and women like it. 9-inch men and women like it. Oh, he's a switch hitter. Well, that's cool. Do your thing. Yeah, there's nothing wrong. The 5'6" is no average height as far as I'm concerned. I don't know. I always thought it was weird when people call out like the height of other men because it's like an immutable attribute. Like it's not something you choose. You know what I mean? You didn't ask to be tall or short or whatever. So it's like, why would you call somebody out on something they had zero control over? That to me is it just kind of shows you like how low the level of intellect is, if you know what I mean. Like these guys they're weird. They're just weird. I think what it is they're lonely and they don't know how to get women. I've never seen them with like families or wives or anything, and they seem to like hate on people that have their shit together. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm here for you. That's all I can say. Mighty Mouse and the Short King. Height don't matter. Is the Short King. He's my favorite fighter, by the way. Demetrius. I love him. He's my absolute hands down favorite fighter of all time. Body Beatdown. Body Beatdown. You will never be on my level. I wouldn't. So here's the thing. Like, the Body Beatdown's actually a nice guy who's supportive. I've never heard him say an unkind word about anyone, and I've never heard him openly compete with anyone. I've never heard him disparage another lifter. So you're right. He's not on your level. He's way, way, way above you. Like, you're kind of, like, if we're being honest, you're kind of scum of the earth. You got a narcissistic thing going on where you kind of harass people, and then you pick on like the nicest guy I've ever met online who's never said a word that wasn't encouraging to someone, and you're gonna pick on that guy. Like, what's your argument? Plus, his bench counts because his ass was still on it. Like, he did 405 without having to dry hump the like he wasn't doing a glute bridge when he did his 405-pound bench. You did 480 in your prime back in the day. I used to. Yeah, well, what are you still doing, dipshit? Back in the day. How the fuck do you go from a six-pack to pregnancy? I'm sitting in a chair. What do you want me to suck it in while I'm sitting down? Is that better for you? Does that make you happy? It's not the most comfortable thing in the world. Let me relax. There you go. You do 350 butt on bench now. Good. See, now that's good. That's good. But then how are you saying you're stronger than people? You know what I mean? Like, you have a good overhead press. I'll give that to you. But I'm pretty sure that if I trained overhead press, I'd catch right up with you. Do you know Anatoly? I watch his videos. He's pretty funny. You can't do 350? I've got 385 on record in competition, dude. I did 365 for a triple like 3 weeks ago. I mean, you can just go look through my videos. If 350 is all you can do, I'm way stronger than you on the bench press. But here's the thing: it's like, to me, it doesn't matter. Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm not competing with you. I'm happy that you're finally hitting 350 with your ass on the bench. That's a marked improvement, and I'm very proud of you. I really mean I like it. How do you feel being so lean all year round? Um, I don't really have to try to keep it this lean. Like, I've been the same body weight for like 10 years. I've had the same weight class. So I've kind of got my diet dialed in to where I don't, if I want to gain weight, I just add a few hundred calories. If I want to lose weight, I just cut a little bit. Like, it's easy for me to maintain this because I've maintained a weight class for so long, if that makes sense. Uh, okay. I love you, dude. Ma'am, you are, I love you. I do. I really do love you. You know, the fact that you do masonry kind of makes sense because all the brickies on the construction site kind of do act like you. I was wondering if it was the chemicals that are in the mortar. When you guys mix it, and maybe you're huffing that shit, and it's got some sort of weird silicosis side effects that makes you all like infantile egomaniacs or something. You get these strange obsessions with other men that have like literally no interest or involvement with you. Like, is this your way of trying to be friends with me? Because you keep trying to get my attention. I mean, like, I don't know. There's easier ways to go about it. All right. Well, I am just going to start ignoring Mr. Mayhem because it's kind of getting old. I mean, the joke's run its course. Can you please give me advice on how to gain more muscle and weight in a period of 3 months? Well, assuming you're training, you got to eat. You're going to have to increase your, what's on the bar right now? That's 545. You got to eat. Like, I don't know what your caloric intake is. The worst thing about living in West Virginia is all the country music. Dumb jokes told here. Ah, you're back. What's up, brother? Cool Ranch. The second worst thing is telling your sister you already have a prom date. No, but I don't look strong, shaking my head. So user says, can you please give me advice on how to gain more muscle and weight in a period of 3 months? You can do a lot in 6 weeks, but you're not going to put any kind of muscle on if you don't increase your caloric intake. It's just not going to happen. I mean, I could tell you to do like a good one would be like the Candido 6 week. You can go online and just type in John Candido. He's a power lifter. He's got a really cool short 6 week kind of a boot camp training program, and that's guaranteed to like get you a nice base going forward. But you're not gonna like it. You can't. It's like the laws of thermodynamics. You can't create matter from nothing. So in order to put mass on, unfortunately, it means you're going to have to eat. And a lot of people I'm not a big fan of bulking. I don't really, because like anytime you do bulking, you're going to put fat on and then you got to take the fat off. So I like to do it's kind of not really bulking, but a slight caloric intake so that I get bigger over time gradually. Well, I told Christine, I just told him I was over it. I'm just gonna ignore him. Like, I don't know, it's just not funny anymore. He's just gonna repeat the same thing over and over again, kind of like, I don't know, like the 12-year-olds. He's curling it with one arm. Should I eat more carbs? Yes, you definitely want to increase your carb to protein ratio. I would say I kind of have a 3-to-1 protein to carb ratio. Zyro, I'm surprised you haven't banned him. No, so I did ban his Wolverine account because he just wouldn't shut up. Like, you know what I mean? It was like the same thing over and over again, and I just got annoyed with it. I'm not a big fan of banning people. Like, I think people should be able to say what they want to say. But there comes a point when I don't know if narcissists really understand how they come off to the rest of the world. Like I don't think they realize how we see them. And they sort of domineer and take over everything. And it's really selfish if you think about it. It's one thing if you're joking, but even that has its limits. I probably like if he doesn't settle down, I'll have to ban him just because I don't really want to listen to him. I just don't care. Like, yeah, I don't owe him anything. He's not my brother, and he ain't heavy. So, what you gonna do about it? You know? Have you heard that Down syndrome kid who was Canadian who is becoming a bodybuilder and also trained with Arnold Schwarzenegger? Yeah, he's in the chat now. His name is Mr. Mayhem. uh, are you asking me what menstruation means, Mr. Sigmalian? G.I. Joe. Which G.I. Joe am I built like? When you decide not to be why did you decide not to be a nanny? I was 45 years old and I had low testosterone, which is not really abnormal for guys our age. So I went to a clinic, got my blood work done, and they gave me a doctor prescribed TRT, and it was awesome. Love it. I would do it 100 times over and make no apologies whatsoever. Like, I don't see it as a bad thing, I'll be honest with you. I think it's a good thing, especially if you're an older guy. You keep doing the things you love to do at a high level. You do have to kind of put up with random weirdos on the internet who don't like it. They think for some reason they have, like, they're the moral arbiters of what people should do with their lives. Do you use pre-workout before you actually work out? No, I just drink coffee. I take like L-citrulline and some other vasodilators to get that pump. That's how you get the veiny look. Can I do a backflip? I probably could do it once, Buster. Laura with eggplant in the pants. That's your name. Laura with eggplant in the pants. That is an awesome name. What's up? Sean, it's good that you're not doing it your own. I don't see that it's bad as long as it's not under control. So I obviously do more than just TRT. And I do, right now I'm on 200 milligrams of test and 100 milligrams of DHB. But all of that still is done through a doctor. How it's legal, I have no idea. But the Helix HRT here in Vegas, they can get you Anavar, they can get you Anadrol, they can do obviously not Trend. Nobody makes Trend, but you know, stuff that actually they that has medical use and can be prescribed by a doctor. They can get most of that stuff. And I don't know how it's legal, and it's different for. You can actually go to, like, if you go to Helix HRT, they just type it into Google. It'll bring their website up. You can sign up. They'll get you going with blood work. They'll get you to, if you don't live in Vegas, you probably have like a telehealth with a doctor. I don't really understand the legality of it all, but yeah, they do everything. And what's cool about that is they also monitor your health metrics. You know, things like monitoring your blood pressure every morning, your cholesterol, your triglycerides, your red blood cell counts, your cholesterol, all that stuff. Like, it's really important to, keep an eye on that stuff. And here's this is the irony. This is what cracks me up, is like, you got all these noble natties that scream about how healthy they are, and none of them know their health metrics. These motherfuckers haven't had a physical in 10 years. I actually go to a doctor regularly, so I know exactly what's wrong with me and what needs to be fixed. So ironically, even though I'm on PEDs, I'm probably way healthier than these guys that are screaming how bad it is for you. You know what I mean? They're just over there shoveling pizza and drinking beers and shit. And they're telling me how unhealthy my lifestyle is. It's like, okay, you know what I mean? I don't have any side effects. That's not to say you couldn't if you abuse them, but that's that's kind of the point of going through a doctor. If you start experiencing side effects, like you get acne or high blood pressure, or your hair starts falling out, or whatever, fill in the blank, you tell your doctor, and they make adjustments. You know what I mean? You don't just like turn yourself into a science project and hope for the best. Like, is it bad that I have purple skin at the age of 15? It doesn't sound great. If your skin's purple, that's some sort of circulatory issues. I bet you look cool. Now, we could talk about what common side effects you can experience especially if you do it on your own. You can expect to have acne, really bad acne, these really hard bumps that are uncomfortable. Your hair can fall out. You can have emotional issues because of imbalances between testosterone and estrogen. You can it'll increase your red blood cell count, so your blood will become thick, which will shoot your blood pressure through the roof, and that's what enlarges the heart because it actually creates hypertrophy in the heart. So the guys have to get blood a couple times a year if they're going to do that. It'll shoot your it'll mess with your triglycerides and your low LDL cholesterol, which also increases blood pressure. It can mess with your kidneys. It can make it difficult to urinate. It can cause sexual dysfunction. There's a whole host of really, really bad permanent things that can cause, all for to get stronger. So I mean, this is what I tell people is like, if you have a reason and you have a goal, like say I have a very specific goal, I want to break national records. I'm 50 years old. I'm going to be competing in March. I have a very specific goal, so I'm willing to take some risks. After I'm done competing, I'll probably just go down to like TRT, and that's fine. I don't know how long I'm going to compete for, but the point is like if you don't have a specific goal, if you're not doing something, I would question my motivations as to why I would want to go on steroids to begin with. So people just get frustrated and they just want to shortcut. Gym people piss me off, but I'm still nice. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't experienced too much issues when I go to our gyms out here, but yeah, the people can be annoying. I can rip the top off a beer can. Nice. Education. Yeah, it's a lot of information, huh? Man, go after that win. Looks like you may have a hernia forming. Just wanted to let you know. What are you talking about? How are you getting that? Ugh. No, but what is he looking at? Where is he getting a hernia from? I'm looking at me. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what? Like, what is he looking at? Hernia is when your guts are sticking out. People say some dumb shit. People record me working out at the gym, and that's why I stopped going. They record you? Like, are they recording themselves and you're in their videos? Yeah, like, when you guys sit in your chairs, are you like fully shredded and sucked up, or does your stomach hang out a little bit? Like, seriously. Like, look right there. Look right now. You tell me. I know you guys are all sitting on your toilets, so it shouldn't be that hard. Right? People say dumb shit. Yeah, right? What's the fanciest food you can cook? French toast. I actually think I don't know how much longer I'm gonna do these live streams for. They're kind of losing their fun, I'll be honest with you. I have pretty thick skin, and I don't mind it when people make fun of me, but people say dumb shit, and it's like the same comments every night. I'm starting to get a little old, I'll be honest with you. Yeah. You can auto-mad filtration to ignore specific things. How do you do that? Community moderation. Oh. Let's see here. Cool. I could just put whatever words I want in there. Some people make it difficult to enjoy being online. I do enjoy. I'm not gonna let them get to me. I know. For like, I'm usually the guy that like everyone's like, "You're so funny. You don't let anything bother you. People make funny and you laugh." And I'm like, but I guess after how long we've been doing this for a month, it's like this again. With certain things, like like talking about. I love talking to you guys. I really do. I love the conversations. I love it when we get political. I like it when we talk about weightlifting. But some of the shit's just like, this guy again. I just closed my 375 hand gripper. Damn. How much weight? That was 545. You said I have nice quads? Absolutely no one? Oh my God, I'm going to have a heart attack. Brachiolis. Thank you. Flex your forearms if you're real. I don't know what that means. Flex your forearms? My forearms. Dude, here we go. Can you guys flex that little? Oh, yeah, look at that. Well, how do you flex your forearms? Yeah, like, we gotta get the good lighting in there, right? Do, 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 do. Do you train forearms? Only, no. No, what I do is, I don't know if you guys noticed, but when I was doing my warm-ups, I didn't use my thumbs when I was deadlifting up to 315. So just by taking your thumbs out of your pull movements, that trains your forearms so you can kill two birds with one stone. So I like, for example, oh, hey, like pull-ups. You can just not use your thumbs when you're doing pull-ups, and that'll train your forearms. You know what I mean? And it will really increase your grip strength. So your overall grip strength for like holding the barbell when you're doing deadlifts will explode as well. Curl your wrist in. I'm Fiddy, Fiddy. Doing live. Mayhem is doing a live right now. He's trash and yelling at people. Well, here's the thing, Christopher. He came on my channel. Well, you probably saw, you were on here earlier. He's like, come up to Vancouver. Like, okay. Like, this is a 50-year-old grown man. I mean, I actually, you know what? Now I kind of feel bad. Like, I wonder if I should be worried about him. You know what I mean? Like, if he genuinely is mentally unstable and he's not trolling, maybe it's wrong for me to poke fun of him the way I have been. What do you guys think? Do you think maybe I'm being irresponsible by egging him on? Because I wouldn't want to, like, unknowingly cause harm to somebody who's in a poor mental state. Does that make sense? Maybe that's something to consider. He's part of that idiot group. They all troll. I've never seen anything like it. Yeah, but I guess my concern would be, is he actually trolling, or is he really mentally unchallenged? You know what I mean? Like, is he unstable? Got my first powerlifting comp. Oh, you're doing it today, or are you barbell brown? Which federation are you competing in? 5 code 50 craning, 600 pounds. I'm gonna try to rep it too. The real question is, why do the troll? I don't understand it. Some people, like, I was trying to explain, like, to some friends of mine that, you know, it's fun to troll online, and it's kind of like, yeah, it is. Okay, whatever. It's like, you know, the guy, like, nobody's looking, and you're in the parking lot at a shopping center, and do you return the cart, or you just leave it there, screw them? What you do, I was explaining to him that what you do when there's no accountability and no one will ever know, kind of defines you as a person. That's who you really are, deep down inside, right? That's who we all are. Is how we act when we're not accountable to anyone. So the internet kind of exasperates that. But the one thing I will say is, like, he does show his face and he shows who he really is. So there's that. I mean, he is actually standing by his words. He's not just a random account that's I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand it personally. But, you know, we're all different. Let's see. Honestly, I've learned that reciprocating to others what they do, you doesn't make it right either. Yeah, you know, that's kind of what I'm talking about, Bob. I'm wondering if, like, maybe I'm doing the wrong thing by egging him on. You know, like, obviously he came here to harass me, so I don't think there's any problem. Like, there's nothing wrong with me standing up for myself, but I was purposely trying to get him riled up, and I'm maybe feeling a little bit bad about that. And you know, him saying that the body beatdown is not on his level. Well, you're the nicest dude I've ever met on earth. Like, what is he talking about? Like, that shows me that he must have something mental going on, because what would he possibly have against you? You know, I've never known you to say an unkind word to anyone. Is it okay to bench 130 kilograms at 14? It's impressive. what's his channel name? Christopher Hill. He's got a couple different ones. He's got this West Coast Wolverine. No. West Coast Natural Wolverine. And then Mr. Mayhem, I guess. Who's saying racial slurs? Okay, I'll just leave that alone. Yeah, that's one thing my mods will. They have a standing order to remove anything that's spam or racism. Just, you know. Maybe we'll get to the back in the 80s and 90s where everyone could take a joke and we can be funny again. But until we get to that point, I don't want to risk, he and the other guy have all trash talked me for no reason. The reason was I'm stronger and they don't troll. They can't handle that. But that's the only reason, is because you can bench more than them. That's it. Dude, there's hundreds of people, thousands of people that can bench more than me. I mean, and you're going to pick the one person online that's the nicest guy I've ever met. Yeah. To be honest, I'm a troll, but I wish to be this dude at 50. Ben, yeah, but you guys are funny. Okay, that's the difference. I don't get malice from you guys. You're trolling. It's humorous. You go in there, you talk shit, but you'll actually have a conversation, right? These guys are not that way. These guys are unhinged. You're wondering, damn, did I just set somebody off? Are they gonna go bomb someone's building, or, you know what I mean? Thank you, Sonny. I'm trying to get stronger. 355 is good, man. If you don't mind me asking, how much do you weigh, Sonny? How many left? That depends on how easy this goes up. I'm gonna hit this. Last time my grip gave out on me, but if I can wrap this out, I might go heavier, or I might just hit this for reps and call it a day, and then as I do the weights, as I strip the plates, I'll row it out as an accessory. Do you know West Coast Natural Wolverine? That's who we're talking about. That's that Mayhem guy. They're the same person. Its boxes make the muscles smaller. Zyro. The veins are popping. Oh, yeah, you're in Canada. The Canadian ginger. Now, here's a proper Canadian. You were being misrepresented by someone who refers to himself as a small marmot-type creature. You won't get strong if you don't lift. I can bench 595 and I'm 4. Is that good? He popped up on my recommended. Dude, check him out, man. Maybe look, hey, I'm not trying to hurt the man. If you find him entertaining, by all means, empty your mind. He's drinking and he's live. That's great. Dude, I must have really got to him. He's dead. I don't care what anyone says. You're built like a brick shit house, like a ginger. No, so Wolverine was on my page and we were getting into it, and I was just letting him have it. But I didn't sense, I guess I must have really gotten to him, because I guess he's doing a live stream and he's drinking now. And I'll be honest with you, I feel maybe like I shouldn't have done that. I didn't realize I was affecting him that much. But you came here, you came to my page and you're talking shit to me. So, put him up, man, you know? How's the training coming, Dylan? Yeah, I've had a couple PRs. I had a rep range. I had 315 for a set of 11 using the football bar. I hit 710 on the trap bar doing deadlifts. I hit, did I PR squats? I want to say I PR'd some rep range, like 550 for 4 or 5 or something. But I haven't hit any top end platform PRs. I've been staying kind of away from those. I start my competition training tomorrow's the first, actually. I like West Coast, but he does drink a lot, and maybe on the weekend. That's about it. Uh, he was being a yeah. No, he was being an asshole. He came out here and he was just talking mad shit. But you know me. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna use the can real quick. I'll be right back. If I can get out the door. Shit. Ah, this door is blocked by all laundry. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, Wolvie came on and he was saying like I can't overhead press 225, and I was explaining like since I blew my shoulder out with 2022, I'm pretty careful about overhead pressing, and I don't really go that heavy. I do like 185 or 190 for reps, and but he just kept going on like you're not as strong as me with overhead press. We do a live stream and compete. And I'm like trying to explain to him like I'm not gonna train that because that doesn't help me with powerlifting, and I'm not gonna blow my shoulder out again. Like I don't know how that. I don't know. It's just a weird conversation. Uh, I was gonna follow him if he did his workouts. He's a, like I'll be honest with you. He is a strong guy. He's got a really strong overhead press. I've never seen him do much else. I don't think he squats or deadlifts, but uh, overhead press scares the crap out of me, Dylan. I do overhead press. I just don't do it super heavy because I don't want to hurt my. I'm careful. Take off the shirt. Yeah. No, that's gonna cost you money if you want me to do that. All right, what time is it? 6:59. Well, if you've been keeping up with me, you know my right shoulder is garbage, and I've been lucky to do what I've done. But I'm taking bench super easy these days. You hit 400. What about 2 weeks ago? 405 rather. Uh, no more 405 for me if ever again. It's not worth. Honestly, it's not worth. Like I don't max out. I rarely max out. I got shoulder pain, bicep, elbow pain, so I don't risk the overhead press. Mohammed Deck, thank you. Um, I think the overhead press is a good movement. It's just, you don't need to go 95, 100%. You can do 60, 50, wrap it out, and you'll have excellent results. Um, the overhead press for me does not translate to my bench press, but the reason why I do it is for shoulder health because I want to maintain nice, strong shoulders that are resilient to injury. The handsome press is great, but I would put that in an overhead press category if that makes sense. That's the one I do the most of, and that's a movement you can't go heavy. It's almost impossible to go heavy with that movement. Matter of fact, maybe I'll do some handsome press. If I have time, I'll do some for you guys. Faux 62. Kenneth Frazee. I was Fo62. Did we mistype? I'll have to Google the handsome press. I've never heard of it. We call it the handsome press because Hans Humanen, or whatever his name is, kind of, I don't know if he invented it, but he's the one that showed me how to do it, and he coined the handsome press as the lift name. I have videos on my page, Bob, but you probably have some on yours. I guess I could show you with a broomstick. Yeah. So, simply put, you're going to, you got your overhead press. You want to kind of, I need a little weight to get it into position. It's really easy with the camera press. So essentially I'm going to press down here and I'm going to come all the way through. So I go nice full range of motion. And what's awesome about this is it works the entire shoulder, rear delts and everything. So you get some of the best hypertrophy, plus it completely stretches the joint out. So it's awesome for bulletproofing. And just the barbell is like is probably too heavy for a lot of people to start with. That's kind of why I keep this. I keep this 1-inch bar. This weighs 20 pounds. This is like for the kids and the wife if they ever want to, like, it just comes in handy because you can do really lightweight movements. He gets really stretched with his. He brings it all the way down. And if you master that movement, you'll never have to do another shoulder exercise ever again. Because it really does rotate. As you come down, it rotates the entire... Let's see, what other comments did I miss? Do a handsome press. How's other people can bench over 315 pounds but can't throw a punch? They're not mutually exclusive, but if you've never learned how to throw a punch, you're not going to be able to throw a punch. But here's what's cool. You teach someone that can bench 315 how to throw a punch, and he's going to knock you into the next room. Right? That's your bar. Hell yeah, baby. A lot of so heavy lifters, if they don't do athletic movements and they don't work full range of motion, they tend to be really tight, But if you don't know anything about boxing, you don't know defense, you don't know how to rotate, head up the center line, slipping, you're just going to come in there, you're just going to hit, you're not going to know how to rotate, you're going to be really tight. But you can take that same guy, give him a couple weeks of training, show him how to do his thing, and he's going to really be able to hit you hard. My shoulders just seen you do that and laughed. Well, you start light. Start light. It's an ambitious movement. If you need to start with a broomstick, do it, but they're really good for you. A lot of 150-pounders can't throw a punch either. That's right, David D. Okay, Ed, what's up? Good evening. How do you maintain a good relationship? Communication. I would say that's our number one issue is communication. Christina and I, we not only express love, but receive love very differently. And we also have very different formed languages when it comes to communicating. She's a very direct person. She's super honest. She'll tell you exactly what's on her mind. She doesn't beat around the bush. When she gets mad, she gets mad. I am a very passive person. I am very sarcastic. I don't always say what's on my mind. If something's bothering me, I tend to not talk about it or show it. She likes an emotional connection. I like to try to fix everything, so it's like it's very easy for us to be not on the same page. So the number one thing with her and I is like we had to learn we're still learning how to talk to each other, open up and just be. It's tough. It's a lot of work. Relationships are not easy. Let me tell you. The communication, man, you gotta. Sometimes strength doesn't play as much of a role as force as mass does or velocity. Yeah, so a lot of times, and my coach has told me this, it's like you're trying to hit too hard. You're trying to hit too hard. Like just loosen up. Bam, bam. But I've never, if you look at the way the human body works, like having more strength isn't going to hurt you. I'm 50 years old. Let's see. Never been in a fight. I'm 53, but if I had to, I could at least get out alive. Well, being able to bench 405 pounds does make you harder to kill. I'm sure of it. Communication is very important. That is my wife, incidentally. My 16-year-old Chihuahua pissed on my iPhone 11, so I can't hurt him because of the age. 16 years old. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Relationships can be fixed with deadlift. Yes. Sean, I support you no matter what you do. You're amazing, old guy trying to do amazing things and break records like no one's business. Go after your goals. Hell yeah. My biggest issue has been communicating about the same issues over and over to no avail. Yeah, so unfortunately, it takes two. You gotta have both parties willing, but so how do you deal with people that just refuse to see your point of view? There is an art to it. There's a way to do it, but it involves you spending more time. You have to be the bigger person and you have to put the effort in, and you really got to hear them out and try to truly understand their viewpoint before you can assert yours. It's hard. It's hard when one party's just not willing or able to listen to you. How do you make a mix between box and weight? You cannot serve two masters at the same time. The way I look at it is I do Muay Thai training, and it's mostly for cardio. Once I'm done competing, I'm going to focus on that, and then powerlifting will take a back seat. So I'll make fight training my main focus for 6 months. And then when I switch to powerlifting, that'll be my main focus, but you can't, it's really hard to be excellent at both of them. Just because of the time dedication. Pretend that your arms and legs are like whips. Yeah, that's how do I improve grip strength? Start doing all your pull motions without your thumbs. Just hold it with your fingers. Take your thumbs out as much as you can. Subbed in light. Hell yeah. Art of Pain. See you on the flip side. Thank you, brother. We've been married since June 1993, and it's been rough, not gonna lie. We all have our ups or downs. Hopefully you have more ups than downs. But you got to take the good with the bad, that's for sure. When I boxed, I sucked at keeping the hands. I had to get good at being punched in the face when I was in high school. Yeah, that's what I'm going through. Like when I'm doing Muay Thai, every time I kick, I keep dropping my hand. Just bam, like, ugh. It does get old. How old were you when you joined the military? I was almost 20. I was 19 and I turned 20 in boot camp. No, that's not true. Yes. Let me think about that. Yeah, I turned 20 in boot camp. Brother, I'm a long-time lurker. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I asked for nothing, but hey, I appreciate anything. The kids are making a mess in the kitchen. Let me take a look real quick. It's not too bad. Nothing we can't recover from. Haitham Mohammed, what's up? Body beatdown has been alive as long as my little Marine brother. Has been alive as long. How old are you, buddy? You're what, 53? Or I'm 50. You're a couple years older than me, right? Can we have a gym tour? Well, yeah, I mean, I don't really have a lot to see. It's my garage. So we got my broken heavy bag. Ripped it off my ceiling today while I was doing kicks. I'll fix that tomorrow. I got my weights. Behind the storage is my drum set. And then there's my workbench with all my Warhammer figurines. It's not much, but it's home. All right. All right. You remind me of Don Fry. Don is my hero. Good job breaking it. Means that you're doing good. Damn it, though. I went with 4-inch lags. And now I think I'm gonna have to put bolts through. Like I'm just gonna have to drill the whole stud and put a lag bolt through the whole thing. Because they ripped right out. They ripped right out of the stud. Yeah. Or I'm just a bad carpenter. That's possible. All right, I've stalled long enough. All right, motherfucker. Camera view. I'll be able to see the weights. There we go. You see those all right? Right about there. Fuck, I keep losing my grip. God damn it. I need to be able to do this for 3 or 4 reps. It's not the weight, it's my grip. I could easily pull for another one. I guess maybe I'm looking at this wrong. Try both hands in the same direction? Oh no, that'd make it weaker. So you want to supinate it because the bar will roll out of your hand when it's heavy. And by having the grips opposing, it can't roll in 2 directions. So it actually makes your grip stronger. The problem is I don't know if you can see my callus. See it's starting to rip. I got to shave it down. Chesno, what's up, nerds? Well, I got it for 2, but I need to hit it for 4. Are you doing the Candido 6-week? Yeah, I start that tomorrow. You use up your bar. There's no worry about it. No, that thing's got some fucking badass knurling on it. It's really rough. It digs in your hands. If anything, it'll pull your hands apart. Like if your calluses, I gotta shave them down. So what I'm gonna have to do is like soak them and then get like a file or something. So I'm gonna drop down. I will die before I wear gloves. Plus, you can't wear gloves in competition, so. I got figure 8 straps. I could use those. So, like for nails, I do some powerlifting, but mostly do free weight workouts. I'm going to drop a couple plates and then I'm going to do a set to failure. And that should be good. Yeah, 600 for 2, still not awful. Does your wife like the callous hands? I don't know, baby. Do you like my callous hands? Seems like she likes them. Is that a standard bar length? Yes and no, Ricky. So for competing in the USPA, yes, because they use for deadlifts, they use a kabuki bar. That's a Texas deadlift bar. They used to use Texas. They switched to kabuki. I think they have a deal with them. The kabuki bar's got more whip, believe it or not. I don't like it as much. I think they switched to the kabuki bar because the whip is so severe that it makes it harder for sumo deadlifters. And it's weird. If you're a sumo deadlifter and you don't train on a kabuki bar, it will pull you over and it'll screw your lift up. Arlie Ermy. Oh, I miss him. What? Is your malfunction numbnuts? Didn't your mommy and daddy give you enough attention as a child? Looks like the best part of you ran down the crack of your mama's ass and wound up in a stain in the sheets. I didn't know they stack shit that high. YouTube guitar people are mostly fake talent, but 8 plates are 8 plates. Jim, people are way less full of shit. Yes, I was artillery avocado. But back to the question about the barbell being standard. So now a deadlift bar is 7 feet, which is most power bars, I think, are what, 6.5. So they got longer collars. They're a little bit longer bars. I believe the USAPL only uses a power bar for all 3 lifts. Remember to squeeze those glutes. Yeah, that's especially if you have a problem locking out. Ricky, I use 1-inch plates. I use the older bar from the 80s and 90s. I have a 1-inch plate set. I break it out every now and again. Power is bomb. Yeah, I do like the 1-inch plates. It helps because the kids can use the bar. Well, kids and my wife, like if they wanted to do like when my wife was starting out, she couldn't bench 45 pounds, so she couldn't do the barbell. So I had to go buy a 1-inch barbell because they only weigh 20 pounds. Arlie Ermy, can you use an easy bar for deadlifts? I would imagine. I don't know what that would look like. Nodak, what's up? Semper Fi, brother. Dottie Hottie, what's going on? Deanne's cool. John DZ. We do Olympic bars. Uh, yeah, what's the difference between an Olympic bar and a power bar? I think a power bar is more general. I think it's maybe a little bit shorter. I'm not sure. I have to look at them. That American flag's a little beat up. I got a new one that's going out in the yard, and that one got busted up by the desert heat and the wind. So my son is going to burn it in flag ceremony, but until then, I'll have it hanging there. John DZ. My name is Deanna's cool. John DZ. Olympic has more spin and whip. Okay. Brody, you bench 400. Nice. Olympic versus power bar. Chicken and the egg. I don't know. I mean, someone tells me they can bench 400 pounds. I just tend to believe them. You know, if they're lying, it's on them. I think I could do right around 405 right now. Power bar is made for bench press and curling. The holes in the plates are smaller. No, they're Olympic plates. Like so even the deadlift bars, it's the 2-inch collars, the same as an Olympic bar, but the knurling's different. So I noticed on the Olympic bars, there's 2 sets of knurlings. There's one at 65 inches and 73. And I guess it's for hand placement for doing things like the snatch. Power bar has that as well. So this one also has that. Where is he? You see the knurling? How there's 2 sets. I want to say that's 65 inches. And that's 8 to 9. So it might be 70 and 60, 65 and 70. But regardless, I don't know what the difference is. Like, he was saying that the collars are looser, they got more whip. This is a 30 millimeter bar, which is really good for squatting. It's really thick. High reps and low weight are good. The only problem is it's harder to go to failure. Power bar is made for bench press. Curling holes in the plate are smaller. I don't know. Interesting. Obviously, I'm not a power lifter. You're a power lifter if you say you are. You just say you're a power lifter and you're a power lifter. Calf raises with bar and back off the neck. I don't do calf raises. Yeah, I would think that because if I recall, the Titan Olympic bar is 28 millimeters. Do punching and push-ups until failure. Burpees too. Well, we were talking about this, like actual muscle failure. So like say you're doing push-ups, a lot of, your muscles will start burning. They're on fire and they actually start to hurt, right? And most people stop when it gets painful. Well, that's that lactic acid buildup. The question is did you actually go to muscle failure, or did you just go to the point where so much acid built up that it was too painful to continue? You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? It's okay because I have power bar and it's called the plates hole smaller on mine. It's okay. Okay, it's because I have a power bar. It's called and the plates hole smaller on mine. Interesting. The mind gives up before the boys. Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about. So that means you're a good trainer. You probably have those guys working out really good then. What's a good push-up form? It depends. Honestly, as long as you're getting as much range of motion as you can. Because there's different, you could flare your elbows to work different parts of the shoulders. You can wide grip, narrow grip. You can push out in front of you. You can push out behind you. I like to do push-ups with parallel bars to get a deeper range of motion. I like to do push-ups going from the cobra pose to the downward facing dog. That works the shoulder rotation. Ed Parker, damn, that's cool. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? Campo, holy crap, yeah. I use dumbbells and do basic push-ups because my wrists simply don't bend the way they need to on the floor. Have you done a log workout? Not in a long time, Steven. So the push-up I was talking about, I'll show you what I mean. I have these cool, they work the whole shoulder rotation. Yes. Push up all the way through. I'll do sets of those. Those feel really good on the shoulders. I'm old. I'm going back into the bucket tomorrow, maybe squats. Olympic will always be 2-inch diameter. Let's see. Would you use a total gym bench? What's total gym? Is that the one that you get the little stack plates? I mean, I use any equipment as long as it provides resistance. You know what I mean? There's no shame in my game if I'm on the road or if I'm working out of town. Whatever gym equipment you got, I'll use a gas pipe and brake rotors if I have to. Having nice gym equipment's a luxury, but it's nothing that's ever going to stop us from training when we need to. Do. You know what? Maybe I should call it a night. I need to shave these down. I guess I could get my straps out. Let's see what I'm going to do here. Where are my straps? Misloaded. I think I just heard something. Man, I'm all fucked up tonight. Damn, that kind of hurt a little. Oof. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna call it a night. I'm hurting myself over here. My hand's coming apart. I just pulled something in my butt. Yeah, I think I'm okay. I just got a little. When I started pulling it just tweaked me a little because it was misloaded. Ooh. Yeah, right there. Got myself a little. Hey, baby, feel up to massage? Are you hurting too bad tonight? She's been hurting really bad today. Oh. Yeah, I got myself a little. Andy Serkis preparing for his new role. Yeah. Goddamn, I'm supposed to start my new training program tomorrow. I'm over here fucking hurting myself. Damn. Night, Bob. Thanks for all your help. I stretch afterwards, Jay. Warm up before, stretch after. Stretching kind of takes away. It can affect your ability to your push, like to your limit. Supplements, lots of them. Take a hot bath, yeah. God damn, yeah. I can tell I got myself a little. It doesn't hurt that bad. It just feels a little uncomfortable. If it still had tails, it wouldn't be an issue. How cool would that be? That'd be furries. Yeah, I think I'll be okay. I don't know. I'll just take it easy. Are you healthy? I'm not talking about in shape, but just healthy. Well, I just injured myself, so. But all my, as far as like internal health markers, like my blood pressure, things of that nature, yeah, I got really good. My test came out. Ice bath tightens the muscles. No, we're probably gonna go for heat, I think. So I had the plates misloaded. I had four plates on one side, three on the other. I kind of tweaked myself a little there. Fucking stupid. Always, good lord. This has not been my night. I hit 600 for double. But I needed to hit it for 4. My brain is tight. Hell yeah. You know, it's funny. It's like if you look at if you want to talk about like biology and like, evolution, it's the brain is what takes the most calories. The organ that takes the most calories in our body. And it was right about the time in history when we started cooking our meats is when our intelligence and size of our brains exploded. Oh yeah, no, I'll be fine. I just feel kind of stupid because I'm starting a new training program tomorrow, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? America. Mm, most definitely, but it wasn't meant to offend. Oh yeah, no, you're right. So people on juice die all the time. We said blood pressure monitor. The number one killer of men, regardless of whether you're on whatever, over the age of 40, number one killer is heart. High blood pressure is the silent killer. It degrades all of your organs. Um, Having high blood pressure will cause your hypertrophy of the heart to enlarge. There's just a there's a lot of you got to watch your blood pressure. That's the number one thing. There's other stuff too, but hell yeah, Seven, I appreciate it. I'm from Ole Miss. Where are you from? I'm from Illinois originally, but I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. Kimbo Slice, yeah. Well, Kimbo though, I think his was genetic. To be honest with you, he didn't do himself any favors because he talking to when they were interviewing his mom, he didn't take the best care of himself, and I think a lot of that came down to money. Did you hear what Bryce Mitchell said about Jews and Hitler? No. What did he say? Uh, Dana White calls Bryce Mittlers. He praised Hitler. That's, uh, you know, some people are just not very smart. You just got to learn to like. You can feel your way. I mean, if this is a country where freedom of speech should be absolute, and we should be able to say whatever we want, even if it's stupid, and people take that to mean that there's no consequences. And when you say something dumb like that in a public forum, it doesn't. I really think before Hitler got on meth, he was a guy to go fishing with. Mitchell said he fought for his country. Well, he might be right, but still, like, why would you put that take out there? Oh, Lord have mercy. He's one of those guys where his friends are probably like, "That was funny at the bar, dude, but not online." Oh, Lord have mercy. God bless him. Rest in peace, Kimbo. Let's see. Cogito ergo sum. I'm trying to think of an intelligent, clever animal that doesn't eat meat. There are none. Well, I kind of get the context. He was saying that before Hitler got hooked on drugs, he might have been a cool guy to go fishing with. Does that mean he's saying he's a good dude? You can infer a lot of things from a comment like that, but regardless of what he meant, that's something he should have just not ever said. You should never ever put yourself into a position where you even need to clarify your thoughts in that forum. Ugh. He's from yeah, he's from Arkansas. What do you expect? Can I drink while taking Anadrol? I don't know. Honestly, that's nobody's ever asked me that before. Uh, you gotta imagine that alcohol across the board has nothing but negative side effects. There's nothing good that comes from drinking alcohol. It dehydrates you. It kills your brain cells. It bypasses the blood-brain barrier. It's hard on your liver. There's a whole bunch of bad that comes with drinking alcohol. We're talking about in moderation, probably fine. But I don't know. What's up? He's lost a lot of friends, I bet. There's probably everyone was like, whoa, hot potato. He's getting away from that shit. Uh, he went off on Jews, gays. There was a lot more he said. I'm going to have to read up. Uh, I'm just wondering, though, if he thought maybe he was being like, what's his name? The other guy that speaks his mind. Who gets away? Kids these days. I'm looking at some of the stuff he said. I couldn't repeat it on YouTube. He will face punishment for pro-Hitler comments. I'm reading them. Good job, buddy. way to swing for the fences there, guy. Yeah, Sean Strickland. He probably thought he was being like Sean Strickland. But even Sean doesn't. Sean walks up to the line, but he doesn't quite cross it. You know what I mean? He says things that most of us agree with and find funny, even if they are mildly, borderline. Like with this guy, kind of he clearly went for the home run. What's up, JT? What is for dinner tonight? I don't know, but it's 7:42. So on that note, I'm gonna get in there and see about hooking everyone up with food. Oh God, yeah, it's starting to hurt. It's gonna be sore. I think I'm gonna be fine. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be okay, but it's definitely gonna be sore. It's got a pain just shooting right down my IT band. I'm a coming, baby. I want to move schools. A lot of people at my school smoke in class. What? They smoke in your class? You can do that? That's crazy. CBDs. Yeah, it is the weekend. OG Boo Dirty. What's up? Oh, you're late to the party, man. I gotta get offline. I hurt myself. You missed out on that. You're not allowed to. They still do KT. Interesting. I see what you're saying. That's crazy. Yeah, I'll be all right, but I appreciate it. I accidentally had the barbell overloaded. I had 4 plates on one side and 3 on the other. Let's see, ibuprofen. I try to stay away from ibuprofen. I recently found out that it can really cut into your strength gains. But that being said, it is a good anti-inflammatory, and if it gets to the point where I'm like tight and I can't move, I'll take ibuprofen. You want to? Must be talking about vapes when smoking in school. Let's see, people be vaping weed and nicotine just about everywhere. Yeah, well, California and Vegas or Nevada are pretty strict about that. Can you take Mike Tyson? I could take him to dinner. I don't know if you want to hang out with me. Back to chamber. Hell yeah. I'm done with cardio, so I could join and watch now. Well, you missed out on all the fun. Me and West Coast kind of went in at it. Oh, dude, he was on my stream earlier, just going at it with me, and I think I pissed him off because he got off my stream and immediately started his own, and so they told me he was unhinged, which part of me is tickled by, but another part of me feels bad because of like what we were saying is like if the guy's got genuine mental issues, I don't want to be responsible for like causing him actual harm. You know what I mean? Life's doing good. D's nuts. But he repeats himself a lot. You know what I mean? Like he says the same thing over and over again. It's hard to believe that man's 50 years old. I don't really want to get into it about him anymore, but it's conduct unbecoming. As a Canadian, as a grown man. Little Joe, how's your sleep schedule? I have trouble sleeping. I'm all over the place. I'm a night owl. I hate mornings. I take naps during the day. He was unhinged about my conversation. Yeah, I bet he was. He's drunk. Yeah, I bet he is. Who would win in a fight, Biden or a dog with a limp? I don't think Biden is physically capable to get into a fight. So it would just be a beating. My pains are usually irrelevant to my lifts. Yeah, so you're like me. If it hurts, you just lift anyway. Screw it. It's like you're going to have it regardless, whether you lift or don't lift. Someone's like, well, if your back hurts all the time, you should stop squatting so much. I'm like, my back hurt before I started squatting. It's going to hurt after I stop squatting. It doesn't matter if I squat. As a matter of fact, when I don't squat, it hurts worse. Scratch that booty. Have you tried melatonin? Yes, it works great. It works really good. It's just, dude, that's life, baby. You just gotta suck it up, live with it, or die from it. Wolverine's entire life saying, "I'll bite your nose off." Oh, Lord have mercy. He's telling me to come up to Vancouver. I actually have trazodone. I have that old prescription from when I was back in the VA hospital. They gave me that to help fall asleep. And I wound up not taking it, so I still have the prescription laying around somewhere. I always feel better after a heavy leg day, joint-wise. I would feel better, but I think I messed my evening up by misloading those plates. What do your kids think about you not being natty? They think I'm awesome. Hey, unblock Sean. Hey kids. I need you for a minute. Sean, we're going to get my kids out here and we're going to ask them directly. All right, kids.
What I think? I know.
So Sean wants to know, what do you think about your dad not being natural?
Honestly, I don't care. Why should I? Well, I don't care. Honestly, he's still the same guy. He's still the same old nice guy. I mean, he hasn't taken so much steroids that he's acting up. He only take a little bit. It's fine. He's still the same dad, and
Glad I have your approval, son.
He's still the same person.
Honestly, I don't care.
I don't really care. Can you guys stop talking about it?
He's just a cool guy in general. He's a weirdo. Into anime and Warhammer. And
Yeah.
Well, there you go, Sean.
We
Straight
love
from
him.
you got your answer.
We love him the way he is.
yeah, natural or not.
Yeah, we love him the way he is.
Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that.
All right, let's go.
Thanks for calling me old.
I mean, you are old. You're 50.
There you go. Straight from their mouth.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we love anime here, amongst other things. I don't think I could. What anime do we watch? All of it, dude. What anime don't we watch would be the question. My wife more than me. Currently, we've been watching Sakamoto Days. That one's pretty good. He's talking about what your average 38-year-old is talking about. He's taking what your average 38-year-old is taking. No, I take 200 milligrams of test and 100 milligrams of DHB a week. You've seen Blue Lock. Babe, have we seen Blue Lock? She's in the chat. DHB. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Oh, so Christina says she's watching it right now. Have I seen that one, babe? Have I seen Blue Lock yet, or is that one of the ones we were watching together? No, I'm not taking. Okay, so I'm taking 200 milligrams of test and 100 milligrams of DHB for a total of 300 milligrams a week. Right now, and when I get closer to competition, I'm going to bump those numbers up, and I'm probably going to add Anadrol or Anavar to the mix. But yeah, you should be cruising on a minimal amount. That's if you're doing it right. Celebrity Deathmatch. Yeah, we used to watch that. Yeah. Pantheon. Pantheon's a good one. My favorite anime. Ooh, I used to love Macross. Robotech. But if I had to pick like a single one, oh, well, everybody likes the Studio Ghibli ones. And then there was Ninja Scroll, Fist of the North Star. What is my favorite anime of all time? That's a tough one. Only could pick one. I have to think about that. But I immediately went to my brain went to Robotech, like Macross, Gundam. I mean, but that's it's like saying you like Chevy or Ford. Dihydroboldenone. Yeah, that sounds about right. How heavy are you gonna go? I'm done. I hurt myself. Henson versus Spice Girls is hilarious. Yeah, that's Celebrity Deathmatch. Canterbury of the Iron Fortress. Oh no, my favorite anime. I figured it out. I got the one where he got reincarnated as a spider. That one's my favorite. Which one are your favorite from the big three? So I'm thinking you're talking about Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece, I'm guessing. Bleach. And of course, everybody likes Dragon Ball. I'm going with Bleach. Yeah, Bleach is definitely my favorite of all three of those. Naruto kind of annoys me sometimes. And One Piece, it's entertaining. That's my son's favorite. Dragon Ball is the shit. Oh, man. Demon Slayer. So if you go on my page about me under community, we all dressed up. The entire family went as I went as Tenjin Izui. Christina went as the demon. What's his name? The female form of damn it. What's the main demon's name? I can't remember. And then the kids went as the brother and sister. She dressed up as the I can't remember their names now. Wow, I'm drawing blanks. It's tough flexing. Nezuko, yeah. Della went as Nezuko. Aiden went as stop flexing your bicep. And I had to go as Tenjin Izui because you got to be flashy. Muzan, that's right. But she went as, if you recall, Muzan was a female in one of the episodes, and she has that costume, or she put that costume together. We actually spent a pretty good amount of money on the costumes, and they were pretty good. The only thing I wish I had was real gold rings around the biceps. I had the cloth ones, and they didn't quite work. But yeah, the whole family we all went as Demon Slayer. Akaza, hell yeah. Best life advice. Honestly, best life advice. I know this is going to sound really cliche, but don't give up. Don't fall to cynicism. Life gets pretty dark sometimes. And there's been more than one occasion where I wanted to just quit. I didn't want to do it anymore. And I was really glad I had good people around me to help me pull through those times, because I would have missed out on some really, really amazing shit. And things get better. You know what I mean? Just whatever's going on in your life, remember that you don't have to do it alone. Other people have been where you're at, and it will get better. Thanks, you window. I appreciate that. Berserk. How can I forget about Berserk? Literally my favorite of all time. I had all like the manga and everything. Oh, and then Chainsaw Man. How do you forget about Berserk? Oh yeah, hell yeah, Berserk. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to end it on that note. I really appreciate it. I will stream probably, I think I might take tomorrow off because we got to do a lot of housework. If I do stream, it'll be in the evening, and then I'll probably hit it on Sunday. I'm starting my new powerlifting program. I'm competing March 15th, so we'll be getting really, really into it. You're going to see some pretty serious training moving forward. I love you guys. I'll see you on the battlefield.